Hey everybody, what's up? Are you ready for some Winterhawks hockey? We are in Chaney, Washington at Eastern Washington University for the inaugural 14U NWAHL playoffs. And this is the Winterhawks' first game of the playoffs. Teams top 6 from the league are here. They divided the top 6 into 2 pools of 3 teams. Vancouver, Portland, and Tacoma are in one pool. Spokane, Ogden, and Tri-Cities are in Pool B. Each team will play each other once, and then teams based on record advance to gold medal game, bronze game, and a consolation game, which happens on Sunday, to my knowledge. So, what a beautiful facility here in Chaney. There is snow on the ground, not a lot. I guess they got some snow this morning. Winterhawks just got in this afternoon. Vancouver already played this morning at 10 a.m. They played Tacoma and won that game. So Vancouver already with a win. And this is their second game. So Winterhawks are going to be in the black sweaters. Vancouver in their whites. Been a while since we've played Vancouver. Old rivals from across the river. Haven't had much luck with them, but who knows, people? This is a different Hawks team from earlier in the season. So we're filming through a net. We'll try our best. Hopefully the signal holds up. Tested well, so hopefully everything works out. There is music, so we'll be muting from time to time based on copyright issues and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and mute, but there's about 1 minute and 41 seconds left to the warm-up, and we'll be underway in a bit. All right, we're back. Paxton Casper in between the pipes for the Winterhawks. Number 25. Haydendorf and Quinn Houlihan starting on the defense. Winterhawks are going to roll out the Carnegie line with Keenan and Holbrook on the wings. I am zoomed in a little bit, so hopefully it doesn't get glitchy. 16-minute periods. And we're underway. Here comes Vancouver. Nice hit by Dorf in the middle, but Allison keeps it. Puck is loose around the back there. Ditchfield dropped it off. Tied up. Keenan clears it, and here comes Holbrook. He's got Carnegie in the middle. Nice job. Oh, and right out of the gate. That was a close one. Holbrook from Carnegie. And Quinn Houlihan tries to get a hit on there. This one goes to the back of the net. Ditchfield's open in the slot. Vancouver changes up the lines. This one goes behind the net. Houlihan is there. Misfires, and this one comes right on net. And Casper absorbs it like a sponge. Winterhawks will change out the lines. Sending out Ewing and Nadoba. Nissen at the dot. Nissen takes the faceoff. This one comes back to Vancouver. Shot doesn't get through. Looked like that was blocked by Nadoba or Nissen. Nissen will dump it out. And this one's coming down for icing on the Winterhawks. 14:56 left to play in the first. Cooper Lilivec in there on the defense with Russell, Avery Van Paris, LVP, back with us. Nissen again, taking the face-off. This one again goes back out to the defense for Vancouver, and they try to dump it back behind the net. And nice job by Nadoba to get it out into the neutral zone. Puck bounces around. Nissen is there. And nice job by Nadoba to dump it in. Winterhawks will change. Nadoba's still in pursuit down there. Talbert comes out on the ice with Heim. Nadoba will skate off, and Garrison will join his line. And this one's going to come all the way down the ice. Russell's going to go back for it. He's got Chet on the side. Russell switches direction. He's going to go up the boards to Talbert. And poked away by Ditchfield, but that was offsides on Vancouver. Garrison lining up on the right, Heim on the left. Talbert at the dot. This one comes over to Vancouver, and they dump it in. Avi, Sharp Yablonka back with us again as well. Garrison goes out there, tries to clear it. Vancouver keeps it in. Nice hit by Garrison on Allison. This one comes to the middle. Here comes Dorf with the puck. He's going to take a shot wide right. This one comes over to Kotler, who just entered the ice for Garrison and whistled offsides. Or maybe it went to the bench. Face-off coming outside the blue line with 13:37 left to play in the first. Whitehead goes in on center to take the face-off. Miskovich on the right, Kotler on the left. Vancouver picks up the puck. They're going to dump it down. Allison dumps it back behind the net. Sharp Yablonka in pursuit. Gets it out there to the Hawks, and here comes Whitehead. He's got Kotler, and just a little behind him. Whitehead taken down back behind the play. And here comes Vancouver. Into the zone. Nice hit by Dorf on Allison. That one gets to Paxson, and he snuffs it out. There we go. Kind of missing the plays there at the bottom here. Face off down in the Winterhawks end. Carnegie back in at center. He's got Keenan with him. This one's taken away by Vancouver. Keenan gets in there. This one is going back behind the net. Lavery Van Paris battles with Wolf. Knocks him off the puck. And Cornegie took the puck, but we got a whistle. And a penalty coming to the Winterhawks. That's on Russell. 1:30. Second penalties here in the NWAHL. This one comes back to Ditchfield. Vancouver on the power play. And nice job by the Hawks to get it out into the zone. Cornegie out there with Holbrook. Vancouver in the neutral zone. Nice defense here by the Hawks. This one's pushed out. And Cornegie goes down hard. Again, this one comes out, and Cornegie's going to clear it. Down in the corner, Vancouver gets to it first. 11:45 left, 0-0. Vancouver with the puck and on the power play. Wolf gets around the defender. Gets it back out to the point. Shot. Paxson, nice save. Dorf is down there, and he battles. Chet has entered the game. Garrison battles down there as well. Garrison gets it over to Houlihan, who tries to go around the boards. Frankie's in there. This one comes back out to Allison. Nice job by Houlihan to get that out to the neutral zone. 8 seconds left of the penalty. Ditchfield goes around Garrison, and nice block by Dorf. Dorf goes back behind the net. Get him, Chet. Bardwell with the puck, and taken away by the Hawks, Dorf. And they kill the penalty off. Nice job by the Hawks. Here come the Hawks. They try to get it out front, taken away by Vancouver. And they get it out of the zone. Talbert's in there. Vancouver still with possession. And Babicki dumps it in, but nobody there. And nice job by Talbert to get it out. And a whistle as it goes back into the zone. That's going to be offsides. 10:14 left to play in the first. 0-0. Talbert going to take the face-off. Heim on one side. Refs trying to reset here. I'm not sure what's going on. Door is open. Oh, they're waiting for a ref on the side fixing his helmet. All right, here we go. Talbert gets to the dot. Nadoba on the right wing. And Heim, and this one is offsides. They'll redrop the puck. 10:09 left the first.
Right.
Nadoba's over there, he dumps it. But it gets pinned up against the boards. Puck still bouncing around. Picked up by Vancouver. It's a 2-on-2. LVP is back there. Nadoba, nice job there. And LVP takes it away. He's got some space. And that one's poked away, but Heim is right there. Shot. And glove save by Vancouver. Face-off coming down into the Vancouver end. Kotler's come onto the ice on the left. And they've asked Whitehead to go to the bench or something. Something has to do with his helmet, I think. Cornegie joins him on the ice. Takes the face-off, goes down into the corner. Kotler skates to it, but Vancouver gets it away, and here comes Vancouver on a rush. 2-on-2. Litchfield, or Ditchfield. Shot and saved by Paxton Casper. And bodies flying down there in the corner. This one's picked up by Vancouver. Shot and saved by Casper. This one goes back behind the net. Bardwell, they have a penalty coming up. An elbow coming. And that's going to be on Vancouver, I believe. Yep, that's going to go on Allison. 9:03 left of the first. Winterhawks going on the power play. Minute and 30 seconds. This one comes back out to the point and out, and that's whistled offsides. Face-off coming outside the blue line. Talbot will take the face-off. Dorf on the back end. He's got Cornegie, Keenan, and Holbrook in there. Holbrook gets it over to Talbot, and that one's picked off by Vancouver. It goes down into the corner. They clear it into the neutral zone. Dorf will go back, survey. He'll get it ahead to Cornegie, but goes past the stick, and Vancouver will dump it in, but Talbert's there. He'll get it over to Holbrook. Holbrook to Keenan, back out to Cornegie. Here comes Jackson down the middle. Shot, tried for the side, goes wide left. Holbrook down in the corner. Puck is still loose. Hits it back behind the net. Talbot goes back for it. Cornegie is there. Vancouver tries to get it back behind the net. Still in possession. And here comes Vancouver. It's a one-on-one. Bardwell. And nice job by Dorf to get him off the puck. This one goes into the neutral zone, and Bardwell will dump it in. Dorf will pick up the puck, go back behind the net, looking for Miskovich, who just came onto the ice. Nadoba is there as well. This one comes in, shot by Nadoba, deflected, goes right, picked up by Vancouver. And we got a 2-on-1. Shot goes wide. Here come the Hawks. We go up the boards and over Ginter's stick there. Vancouver with possession. Garrison's come onto the ice. Get him, Chat. Nice job, Chat. Nice hit there. Vancouver still with the puck. Shot goes wide right. Let's go, get to it. Nice job by LVP. This one comes out front. Garrison picks it off and he'll dump it out. Nice job, Cheddar. Vancouver, and again, denied. That was Houlihan.
Watch yourself.
And taken away by Kotler. Here comes Talbert, but couldn't get to it. Dumped in by Vancouver. This one's picked off. Oh, Chet loses an edge over there.
That's still you.
And nice job by Talbert. And Garrison with a hit on Lyle. And a shot, good. And the Winterhawks go up 1-0. Talbert. Garrison was on the ice and was coming off after that hit on Lyle. Nice job by the Hawks to get on the board first with 5:52 left. 1-0 Portland. Nadoba coming onto the ice with Nissen. Nissen takes the faceoff. Vancouver with the puck. They drop it back. Get it ahead, but Avi Sharp-Yablonka's there. Gets it out to Nadoba. Nadoba over to Frankie, who got it back to Wyatt, but picked off by Vancouver. And here comes Vancouver. They dump it in behind the net. Dorf is over there. And he gets hit by Ditchfield. And this one comes out to the neutral zone. Nadoba's got it. Nadoba dumps it around the back of the net. Nobody there. Vancouver picks it up.
Get in there.
And this one's dumped in, but Dorf is there. Winterhawks with the puck back there. Keenan, Holbrook. Holbrook gets the puck, tries to get it to Keenan, dumps it in the middle, but just past Kornegie's stick. And that one goes all the way down. Face-off coming down into the Vancouver side. 4:25 left to play in the first. Kornegie at the dot. Gets it to Russ. This one gets through and saved by Vancouver. Puck is dropped back out to LVP. He keeps it in. Yeah, dumps it down in. Ginter gets to it from Vancouver. Keenan takes it away. He whittles and diddles. Shot. Puck is loose. Winterhawks still with possession. They keep it in, but this one's going to be taken away by Vancouver. And big hit by Ginter on Holbrook. Here comes Vancouver. They're going to call that offside. So Winterhawks change the lines out. Talbert back in there. That one's taken out by Kotler, who also entered the ice. And Miskovich is out there as well. LVP gets it ahead. That's going to go off the netting. So face-off will happen as refs whistle it dead. 3:23 left of the first. Puck is dropped. This one comes back to LVP. He dumps it into the neutral zone. Here comes Talbert. Picked off by Vancouver. They're going to go across the ice to Bardwell. Bardwell cuts around the corner. Shot. goes around the back of the net. And nice job there. This one loose in front. And Paxton jumps on it, smothers it out. 2:58 left to play in the first. Talbert will take the faceoff. This one's loose, comes over to Miskovich. She's got space. Kotler's over there. He's going to dump it in. Kotler's going to try and get to the puck. Miskovich beats him to it, but Vancouver pokes it away and take over possession. And nice job there by Dorf to stop Bardwell's momentum. And a nice block there by Houlihan. Another shot and blocked by Casper. That one goes back behind the net, and the Winterhawks are going to go up the boards. Cornegie with the puck. He's got speed. He goes to the outside. This one shot by Houlihan. Goes wide left. Garrison tried to get it to center, but nobody's there. Garrison just came on. This one comes over to Chet's side. Gets it over to Cornegie. He overskates the puck, but Chet's right there. And nice job over there. This one comes over to Cornegie. Cornegie with the puck. And up to Heim. He's got Chet on the wing. Heim will dump it in. Go, Chet. Bardwell ties Chet up a little bit. They scrum in the corner. Garrison comes in with a hit. And Vancouver gets it out of the zone. That's going to be an icing on the Rangers. And the Winterhawks will change out. Nice shift there by Garrison and Heim. Winterhawks will send out Nissen, Nadoba, and Ewing. 1:33 left to play. Winterhawks up 1-0 on a goal by Talbert. This one's pickpocketed by Nadoba. And Nissen will dump it in, take a swing at it, one-handed with the stick. Vancouver picks it up. Nice hit by LVP on Wolf. Sharpia Blanca gets it to the opposite side. He's got Ewing over there, and he's handcuffed. This one's loose in front. LVP with the puck. Nice hit to finish that in the corner. Hawks go back out to the front. And this one's coming all the way back. Sharpia Blanca skates to it. 45 seconds left to the first. This one comes out in the neutral zone. The Hawks are right there. Ewing gets it out into the neutral zone. And Vancouver picks up the puck. 30 seconds left. This one out front, picked off, and dumped out into the neutral zone. And that's going to go all the way down for icing. 20.8 seconds left of the first period. Winterhawks up 1-0. Winterhawks send it out Whitehead. This one comes all the way to the blue line and kept in by Ginter for Vancouver. And they tried to center it. This is going to go the length. 8 seconds left. Pressure comes from the Winterhawks. 1 second. And taken away by Whitehead. And the Winterhawks up 1-0 after 1. Great first period by the Hawks. Heading into the second, Winterhawks going to send out the Carnegie line, Holbrook and Keenan. Teams will switch sides. Switch sides. Say that fast. Houlihan on the defense back there with Levy Van Paris, or is that Dorf? I think that's Dorf. And we're underway. Winterhawks with possession. Try to get it into the zone. Nice job by Carnegie. Got it to Keenan. Shot wide right. And Vancouver gets it out. Ditchfield's there. Nice job by Quinn Houlihan. And that one goes into the netting. A shot by Ditchfield, but deflected by Casper. And there'll be a face-off down in the Winterhawks' end. 15:34 left in the second. 1-0 Hawks. Carnegie at the dot. Whistle. Dorf and Ditchfield barking at each other over there. This one comes to Quinn Houlihan. He gets it over to Dorf. And nope, kept in by Vancouver. Ginter dumps it back behind the net. It takes a weird bounce off the back of the boards. And Casper has to cover it up. Vancouver changes out the D. Winterhawks still rolling with Carnegie, Holbrook, and Keenan. Dorf back there battling. This one comes out front. It's taken away by Houlihan, who gets it out to the zone, and the Winterhawks dump it in. Holbrook in pursuit, and they steal it. Nice job by Holbrook, but taken right back by Vancouver. This one goes far side. LVP is there, backhand. And they battle along the boards in the corner. Taken away by LVP. Goes into the middle. He's taken off the puck. Heim is there. Here comes Garrison onto the ice. He comes over the boards and charges in. Get him, Chet. And that one is icing on Vancouver. Face-off down in the Vancouver side. Winterhawks go for a kind of a wide setup. Garrison comes in to the scrum, and they're going to call penalty. It's a cross check, and it's on Vancouver. Lackey with a cross check, and the Winterhawks are going to go on the power play. Garrison coming off the ice for the power play. He's a PK guy. Talbert goes onto the ice with Keenan, Holbrook, Carnegie, and Dorf. 14:24 left. Winterhawks up 1-0. Talbert. Oh, right there. And Holbrook with a quick shot. The goalie didn't know where it was. This one's kept in, and suddenly out into the neutral zone. Dorf is over there, and he's going to get it ahead. And no, That one is offsides by the Hawks. 14:05 left. 1:12 left to the penalty to Lackey for the cross check. Talbot will take the face-off. Keenan remaining on the ice. This one comes back to Cornegie. Cornegie over to Dorf. And Dorf tries to get it ahead to Keenan. Here comes the puck there. Ginter's over there. Kept in by Dorf. Blocked. Shot. Glove save by Vancouver. 13:46 left to play. 52 seconds left to the penalty. Vancouver changes out the line. Talbot will be taking the face-off. He's got Holbrook, Keenan, and Cornegie in there. Dorf holding back the blue line. Dorf goes in. Big hit on Wolf. This one jets out. And that one, they say, went in. No offsides there. But the Winterhawks get it back out in the neutral zone. Vancouver's shorthanded here. 30 seconds left to the power play for the Winterhawks. Here comes Cornegie. And they've got some numbers. It's a 3-on-3 maybe. Talbot takes a whack at it. This one goes back behind the net. Comes over to Keenan. Keenan goes back behind the net. Braces for the hit from Wolf. Puck bounces around. Vancouver gets it out into the neutral zone. Dorf will go back. Penalty about to expire. Lackey comes out onto the ice. We're back to even strength. This one right in the middle. Oh! And LVP had a shot there. 12:45 left to play in the second. Back to even strength. Vancouver with the puck. They try to get it up the ice. Nice hit by Dorf. And the Winterhawks with possession. Frankie Ewing there, and he gets knocked off the puck. And I believe the puck goes into the bench over there. So face-off will come out to the blue line. No, they're going to bring it down to the dot. Deep in the Winterhawks end. Winterhawks waiting for a fifth guy out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Frankie, I think, left the ice. I don't know what's going on. They're going to drop it. Something's up with Nadoba's skate. So Collar comes out onto the ice. Frankie's going to take the face-off. This one comes out to the point. And taken away by Frankie. He's got a fast break. Oh, and he loses the puck last second. Picks it back up, goes to the middle. This one comes over to LVP and saved by Vancouver. 12:08 left in the second. Winterhawks clinging to a 1-0 lead. Nissen at the dot. He's got Collar on the right, Miskovich on the left. Houlihan, LVP gets the puck. This one skips to the middle. And pad save by the netminder. This one's taken away by Collar. He dumps it in. Nissen in pursuit. Miskovich goes over to get the puck. Puck is pinned up. Collar joins the scrum. This one comes right out to Nissen. Shot. Oh! And that one goes into the netting. That was Miskovich's shot. Nissen slid over for the fat, juicy rebound, but it didn't happen. It went into the netting. Winterhawks will change out the lines. They'll bring out, actually, they'll just switch out centers. Whitehead in there to take the face-off. And Vancouver gets the puck. Get it out into the neutral zone. Babicki with the puck. But Houlihan takes it away, and Tries to clear it, but it goes into the Vancouver bench again. 11:29 left to play in the second. This one will come down deep into the Winterhawks end. Puck is dropped. This one goes back behind the Winterhawks net. Houlihan gets it out to Miskovich. Puck still in the Winterhawks end. Looking to clear. That's LVP, and he does. Nice hit over there. And this one goes into the Winterhawks end. Picked up by Vancouver. Big hit in the middle. Bodies flying all over the place. That one's gonna be offsides, I think. Wolf having a hard time getting up there. I think he got one right in the sternum. Garrison comes back out onto the ice. He's got Talbert at the dot. Heim on the left side. Ref asking Heim to back up there. Garrison comes in, tries to take it away. Bardwell with the puck. Ditchfield, Garrison with the hit on Ditchfield. And this one's picked up by the Hawks, but deflected as they were trying to clear it. Ditchfield, this one takes another weird bounce. Houlihan is there. And this one goes to the opposite side. LPV goes over to it. LVP, sorry. And this one's loose in front of the net, and they whistle as Paxton Casper smothers it with 10:18 left to play in the second. 1-0 Hawks. Garrison's going to come off. Nice hit on Ditchfield. Nice job by Cornegie to get that face-off. This one comes ahead. And that's going to be icing on the Hawks. 10:08 left to the second. This one's coming all the way down to the Hawks end. Cornegie will take the face-off. Allison for Vancouver, also in the circle. Cornegie wins the face-off, gets it to Dorff. He tries to go up the boards and gets it to Cornegie. Cornegie with the puck still, but poked away. And Holbrook with it. He enters the zone, gets it to the front. Oh, it loose back there. Here comes Dorff. And taken away by Vancouver. Nice job by Holbrook to poke that away. Keenan comes in with the shoulder. And we got a penalty coming to Vancouver. A roughing. I believe that was on Lyle. With 9:36 left to play. Winterhawks going on the power play. 1:30. Almost had another one there. Whitehead at the dot. Nadoba is in there as well. Nissen and Miskovich. This one's cleared by Vancouver. LVP is back there. Tries for the block. That one got through, but past Bardwell. Bardwell still with the puck. And LVP picks it up. And Whitehead back to LVP. And this one goes out into the neutral zone. Nope. And that's going to be offsides. .9:05 left. This one's going to come back down to the blue line. Whitehead with the faceoff comes over to Nissen's side. He goes over, makes a nice move to dump it back behind the net. Here comes Miskovich. This one goes behind the net and along the boards, picked up by Vancouver. And Ditchfield, shot goes up into the netting as he beat 4 players to get right down the middle. Winterhawks avoid one there. Face-off coming to my right. Winterhawks change out the power play. 42 seconds left to the penalty to Lyle. Talbert with the face-off. This one comes around the back of the net. Gets it to Keenan. Keenan tried to get it to Holbrook, but Wolf deflects it. Nice pass up to Cornegie. He rounds the corner and picked up by the goalie. Nice save there. 8:29 left to the second. 1-0 Hawks on a goal by Talbert in the first. Talbert at the dot. Faceoff goes to Vancouver. And they try to dump it out. They got some numbers, but nice job there by Holbrook to halt progress there. Shot in the middle. Oh, what a save by Vancouver. That was going in. And that does it for the power play. They're going to go to even strength. How did he get that? What a save. Whitehead comes out with Garrison and Heim. Garrison and Ditchfield come in there. Garrison and Ditchfield been battling back and forth. Friends off the ice, not so on the ice. And here comes Vancouver. Winterhawks got to get back on the D. And nice job by Casper. And we've just got saves going back to back here by both teams. And Casper gets a hold of that. How does he get that? What a play. Face off in the Winterhawks end. Whitehead. This one comes back out to the point. Garrison's over there looking for the block. This one comes back to LVP. He battles behind the net. And Whitehead picks it up. Taken away by Vancouver. Poked away by the Winterhawks. Kept in by Vancouver. And nice job by LVP. Garrison finally gets it out into the neutral zone. And Vancouver is going to dump it in. That's going to be offsides. And Ditchfield is frustrated. Garrison not letting him get to that puck. Garrison's got a big assignment today. Ditchfield comes off the ice, and so does Garrison. Vancouver changes out their lines as well. Nissen will come out for the Winterhawks to take the face-off with Ewing and Nadoba. This one comes right out to LVP, and that one was deflected. Vancouver gets it, and that one comes out, and that's going to be offsides on the Hawks. Nice try by Houlihan to keep that in. Nissen will take the face-off. This one comes back to Vancouver. Ginter goes D to D. This one comes out front. LVP in pursuit. Takes it away. Nice pass to Ewing, but just a little bit hot to handle. Lots of battling along the boards. Puck is loose in the neutral zone. Nissen tries to get it into the zone and does, but picked off by the Couve. They dump it in. 6:35 left to play in the second. 1-0 Hawks. Vancouver with the puck. They battle in the corner. This one comes out front. Nadoba, and nice job by LVP to get that, and he'll dump it in, and the Winterhawks will change. Here comes Vancouver. Nice job by Houlihan to keep that one from becoming a fast break. Vancouver dumps it back behind the net. Sharp Yablonka goes back for it. This one comes out front. Puck is loose and taken away by the Hawks. Here comes Talbert. He's got room. Shot off the back of the net and off the boards. Talbert switches sides, goes over to Miskovich. Kotler's lurking around the front of the net. This one comes out front. Talbert again. He's going to get it over to Isaac. Kotler back out to Sharp Yablonka. Backhand. Oh, Miskovich just misses. And Vancouver tries to clear it. Shot. Saved. Hey! And Talbert with his second tally. And they go up 2-0. Nice movement of the puck. And with 5:19 left, the Winterhawks go up 2-0. Winterhawks send out the Carnegie line with Holbrook and Keenan on each side. Dorf and Sharp Yablonka on the D. This one comes to Paxson. Casper played it. And we got a penalty coming to Vancouver. Here comes Carnegie. And another penalty. They might get 2 penalties on this one. A high stick is coming to Bardwell. With 5 minutes left of the second, and the Winterhawks are going to go on the power play. Ginter also going to the box, so 2 penalties. And the Winterhawks are going to have a 5-on-3 for 2 minutes. Coach doesn't like it over there on Vancouver. He was hollering at the refs. That second penalty was definitely a thing. Bardwell went high on Carnegie. Wolf is going nuts over there, Coach Wolf, for Vancouver. Talbert gonna take the face-off. And they're going to give him another penalty. This is going to be a bench penalty. They're going to call a penalty on Coach Wolf. A third player goes to the box. Refs talking about whether this is going to be, what this is going to be here. You can see the refs over there. And they are going to send out. Not sure what's happening here. 5 minutes left to play in the second. And the Winterhawks have the Rangers on the ropes. So penalty on Ginter, penalty on Bardwell, and then a penalty on the bench on Coach Wolf. So it's a 5-on-3 power play for 1:30. Keenan. This one's loose out front and whistle dead as the goalie covers. Talbert taking the face-off. This one goes back behind the net. Wolf tries to clear it. Kept in by Dorf. He goes over to Keenan. Keenan got a lane. He shoots. Goes off the pads of the Vancouver goalie. Holbrook with the puck. He skates with it. It's going to come back out to Dorf. Dorf over to Keenan. Keenan with the puck. It's going to go back out to Dorf. Dorf, shot blocked by Ditchfield, and he's just going to dump it down for icing to kill off some clock and rest, catch their breath. 49 seconds left of the 5-on-3 power play. Ditchfield gonna take the face-off against Talbert. Talbert gets it to Cornegie. This one comes over to Dorf. This one's gonna bounce off of the stick of Ditchfield. Keenan gets it back to Dorf. Dorf shot. Puck is loose. It's underneath Talbert. Puck is loose again. And this one is off the boards and into the neutral zone. Winterhawks will have to get back on side. 3:53 left of the period. Here comes Keenan. Backhand. Goal! And Keenan puts them up 3-0 on a power play goal. So someone will come off the bench. Or someone will come out of the penalty box, I believe. Still 14 seconds left of the power play. Garrison coming out onto the ice for the power play. It's still 5 on... Is it 5-on-4? Not sure what's up here. Coach Wolf not happy over there. So it's a 5-on-3 power play still. Garrison on the power play now. Doesn't get a lot of those. Lilivec in there as well. This one comes over. Garrison holds up. LVP. This one goes into the middle. And now it's a 5-on-4 power play. This one, Garrison's lurking. This one comes out to the point. Garrison out front. He's battling out front. Garrison getting cross-checked in the front. He gets taken down. Refs look away. Himes down there. Garrison takes it. Shot by Whitehead. Nice pass by Garrison. But Vancouver clears it, and that'll be icing with 2:58. Nice job, Chet. He got taken out down there. Talbert at the dot. Puck goes to Vancouver, but picked back up by Cornegie. 2:50 left to play. Cornegie gets it over to Keenan. Keenan gets it to Holbrook. Holbrook to Talbert. He circles around, backhand. Keenan back out to the point. This one goes back behind the net. 2:30 left to play. 18 seconds left to the power play for the Hawks. Holbrook, Keenan. Keenan shot and comes back out. Keenan back again. Oh, nice try. And another nice try out front. Penalty about to expire. Cornegie with the puck. We're back to full strength. Cornegie with a shot. And it goes wide. Back out to Dorf. Dorf takes the shot, goes high. Cornegie comes over and gets the puck. This one goes off the ref. Big hit in the middle. And here comes a penalty. And that one's going to be on Dorf. And Ditchfield goes down. .151 left. Hawks up 3-0. And it's a trip. Russell goes over there to chat with the ref. It is 1:30. And now Vancouver goes on the power play. 1:51 left of the second. This one goes on net. Casper covers up. .146. It was Collar at the dot there. And nice block. By Miskovich. And that one goes in. And it's a power play goal for the Rangers with 1:41 left. Miskovich took a block there and goes down. And it's 3-1. Dorf comes out of the box. Winterhawks send out Whitehead with Miskovich. And Kotler is out there as well. He battles. Vancouver with the puck. Bardwell goes back behind the net. This one comes out front and all the way down. Goalie's going to have to play it. No icing. And Collar tried to come in on the puck. Nice job by Isaac, and that one goes out into the netting. Good pressure there, and not giving up on that puck. 1:14 left. Vancouver changes out some folk. Whitehead taking the face-off. Collar lines up in the slot. Sharp Yablonka keeps it in. Vancouver's there. They're going to get it into the neutral zone. This one's going to come back, though, and dished right back. Here comes Whitehead. He's taken off the puck. He goes down. 55 seconds left to the second. Kept in. Oh, nice try. But Vancouver picks his pocket. And this one's dumped in. Sharp Yablonka puts the pressure on in the corner. And Whitehead somehow ends up with possession. Gets the puck, goes around the boards. Vancouver keeps it in. Wolf. And saved by Casper. 29 seconds left of the second. Shots in favor of the Hawks, 17-14. And the score, 3-1 Winterhawks. Face-off, coming down in the Winterhawks end with 29 seconds. This one goes back out front. Nice block by Dorf. Winterhawks try to clear it. Vancouver keeps it in, and a big block there. By Ewing. And Ewing comes in. That one goes back around the net. 6 seconds. 2 seconds. And that'll do it. So at the end of 2, Winterhawks 3, Rangers 1. They're going to cut the ice. So we're going to take a little break here. teams will go to their lockers, to the locker room, while we hold on here. This was very similar to the tournament we played in Wenatchee, if you remember, back in November. They did the ice cut between the second and third. So we'll be right back. I'm just going to pause it. And, well, not pause, but I'm going to mute it. And then we'll come back in a few minutes. Not sure how long this will take. Maybe. All right. They're putting the nets back in place. Vancouver and Portland are both in the chute there, ready to come out, and kind of see the Hawks way down there, kind of coming out in the black jerseys over there. So one more period to go. Vancouver coming out right there. Pretty awesome game coming down the stretch here. Winterhawks clinging to a 3-1 lead over the Rangers. Vancouver, the #1 seed in the tournament. In the playoffs, #1, undefeated this season. In league play. They did lose some games in various tournaments here and there, but in the NWHL, they were undefeated. So 16 minutes to go. This will be pretty freaking awesome if the Winterhawks can pull this off. The ice is pretty wet. Should be an interesting period with the ice being so wet. There's also a little gouge right here in this section that many players have gone down in that section. So both teams come out. I'm going to mute because we got music. We'll be back in a minute. And we're underway for the third period. Jackson Cornegie at the dot. Got Keenan in there with Holbrook. Vancouver, shot by Ditchfield, saved by Paxton Casper. This one comes back to Houlihan. He tries to get it out, but this one's gonna circle back around the net. Shot, doesn't get through. Quinn, Houlihan gets it up to Jackson. Cornegie gets it taken away, and Vancouver will dump it in. No icing. Houlihan gets to the puck. Back behind the net. And this one comes up the ice into the neutral zone. Vancouver plays it. They bring it in. Lyle with a shot into the netting off of Keenan's stick. Winterhawks will change out the lines. Garrison's going to come out with Talbert and Heim. Talbot will take the faceoff. This one comes up to Vancouver. They go out to the point. Garrison tries the block. This one comes over to him. And Talbot with the puck and gets it out. And that's going to be icing on the Hawks. This one's coming back down to the Winterhawks end. 14:51 left to play. Winterhawks lining up in the defensive position. Garrison on the left. Talbot. And Vancouver gets it. They dump it behind the net. Puck is loose behind the net, but Avi Sharp-Yablonka skates out with it and gets it to Cheddar. Chet tried to get it up to Heim, but taken away by the Couve. Vancouver dumps it down low. Sharp-Yablonka gets to it, but Garrison's over there. Kept in by Vancouver. They're going to dump it in the corner. Levi Van Paris with the puck, gets it over to Chet. Tries to get it out, but can't do it. Vancouver keeps it in. LVP goes over to Heim. And the Winterhawks are going to change. Here comes Ginter for Vancouver. And Nadoba tries to get it out. Kept in by Vancouver and glove saved by Casper. 13:53 left to play. Winterhawks. Nissen at the dot. Got Ewing in there. And Nadoba. This one comes out front. And Paxson picks it up. Covers it with his mitt. And whistle dead. Face-off coming out to my right. Ditchfield will take the face-off for Vancouver. Nissen for Portland. This one's dropped. Controlled by Vancouver. Bardwell dumps it back behind the net. Lillivec gets to it first. And nice job by Ewing to get it back out into the neutral zone. Lyle with it, dumps it down low. Dorf's going to go back and skate to it. Tries to get it up the ice and into the neutral zone. Played by Vancouver. And this one's taken away by Frankie. Here comes Frankie, he's looking. Ewing, and he's hit. And he gets up slowly. He's going to skate over to the bench. Nadoba down in the corner, battling with Nissen. Puck goes to the opposite side. Lillivec goes over to it, loses an edge. Here comes Bardwell. He's going to come down the middle, shot. Glove saved by Casper. 12:47 left. We're all even in the shots, 17 apiece. Whitehead comes to the dot. Face-off goes to Vancouver. They go out to the point. Shot. Doesn't get through. Goes wide right. Kotler's in there. Vancouver still with possession. Nice hit by Houlihan. And here comes Whitehead. He's got Kotler on the wing. And he's knocked off the puck. Here comes Wolf. He's going to go down the middle. Shot. Wide left. Vancouver still with the puck. Shot, and Paxson plays it to the corner. Houlihan tries to get it up the ice to Miskovich. He goes down, so Vancouver keeps it in. Nice hit by Kotler. Vancouver dumps it in. This one's going to be an easy glove save for Casper. And face-off happening. 12:01 left. 3-1 Winterhawks. And Cornegie takes the face-off. He's forced down by Lackey. No call. This one goes to the corner. Nice save by Casper. And they whistle it dead. Cornegie at the dot. Holbrook and Keenan in there. Winterhawks switch out the D. Puck is dropped. This one comes out to the point. Shot, pad save by Casper. Puck goes to the side. It's loose. And this one comes out. Oh, I don't know. I'm right on the blue line. That looked kind of like it squirted out there. This one goes back to Vancouver. They're going to get it up the ice and swatted back in, but that's offsides. Face-off coming outside the blue line. 11:16 left to play in the third. Cornegie will take the face-off. Keenan on the left. Holbrook on the right. Levy Van Paris on defense. This one comes over to Houlihan and brought in by Cornegie. Still with the puck. Nice move. Shot. Puck is loose. And oh, big saves by Vancouver. Keenan with a shot. Doesn't get through. Blocked by Vancouver. Keenan still with possession. Gets it out to the point to LVP. LVP tried to get it down to Cornegie. And that was to Keenan, but taken away by Vancouver. LVP goes in to swat it out. And Houlihan gets enough of it to get it in the neutral zone. Holbrook with the pressure. Vancouver brings it up the ice. And Talbot took a whack at it, and LVP gets whacked. And that one out front, but just misplayed by the Couve and picked up by Vancouver, or picked up by the Winterhawks. Oh, and that one goes to the front. Loose puck. And with 10-10, the Winterhawks find their lead cut by one, and it's 3-2. Garrison's going to come out onto the ice. Timeout is called. Winterhawks clinging to the 3-2 lead now with 10-10 left to play. All right. So the Talbot line comes out with Garrison on the right this time. Heim on the left side. And we're underway. Talbot with the pressure. Heim joins the scrum. This one takes get back to Vancouver. Comes Garrison. And Vancouver dumps it in. Dorf's going to get it over to Chet. Chet's tied up. Goes back down to Avi Sharp-Yablonka. Avi tries to go up the boards. Nice job by Talbot to get it into the neutral zone. Here comes Heim. He gets it over to Garrison. Garrison to Talbot. Shot off the pads. And Sharp Yablonka tries to keep it in, but this one's coming to length. And that's going to be icing on Vancouver. Winterhawks are going to change out the lines with 9:20 left. Face-off coming down into the Vancouver end. Nadoba coming in there. Nissen at the dot. LVP and Lilivek back on the defense. Ewing in there on the wing. Vancouver gets it out, but LVP's there, tries to get it to go forward. Nadoba challenged over there. Ginter comes in from Vancouver, and LVP takes the puck away and gets it into the neutral zone. This one might go the distance. Nope. And Nissen tries to hold it in, but that's an offsides call. 8:50 left. 3-2 Hawks. Vancouver changing out their lines. They have 6 out there, though. There we go. Nissen with the face-off. And this one comes back out of the neutral zone. LVP, this one's picked up by Nadoba. And he's taken off the puck. Vancouver back behind the net. They get it out into the neutral zone. Nissen gonna dump it back in, but just a whisker. And that's gonna be offside. 8:29 left. Collar out there on the left with Whitehead and Miskovich. Face off, Whitehead. And dumped in by Lilivek. Vancouver gets to the puck first. They get it out into the neutral zone. Here comes Ditchfield. He goes cross ice to Bardwell. Shot. And they tie it up. And it's 3-3. 8:13 left. Good puck movement. Big fat juicy rebound there. So Carnegie coming out with Keenan and Holbrook. This one's gonna come back to Dorf. Dorf dumps it in. Back behind the net, here comes Keenan. Keenan, shot. And the rebound comes out, but Vancouver's there. Carnegie dumps it back behind the net. Vancouver's there. Carnegie challenges, Dorf is there. Puck goes into the neutral zone. Here comes Ditchfield for Vancouver. Shot. That one goes above. Hurt a little piece, maybe. And this one gets out of the zone, picked up by Vancouver. 7:30 left to play. Tied up at 3. Scrum in the neutral zone, and here comes Vancouver. They tried to get it in there, and this one comes back out into the neutral zone. Vancouver has to get onside, and they do. Winterhawks putting on the pressure, and this one goes down into the Winterhawks end. 6:55 left to play. 3-3 tie. This one, no, does not get out according to the refs, but that one does. And the Winterhawks will change out. They're gonna send out Talbert. Quinn Houlihan with the deflection. Ewing is out there as well. Here goes Nadoba. He's gonna get it to the front. Just wide for Talbert. And Wolf picks it up for Vancouver. That's picked off by LVP. He's got a break. Shot and saved by the netminder. 6:10 left. From the knees. No penalty. And we got a penalty coming now. And LVP is whacked. And he gingerly goes over to the bench. And that one's going to be on Ginter. And that's a cross check. So power play for the Winterhawks. Jeter came off the bench to help out LVP. Face off. Goes to the back of the net, out front. Puck is loose. And whistled. .5:55 left to play. We're all knotted up at threes. This one goes over to Cornegie. Dorf takes a shot. This one comes over to, who was that over there? Keenan. Keenan over to Cornegie. Dorf gets it back to Keenan. This one comes out front. Shot. Oh, backhand doesn't go. Cornegie. And that one's taken away by Vancouver. And they take a swipe at it. And nice job as this one comes out to the neutral zone. Vancouver shorthanded. Talbot grabbed it. And nice kick there by Dorf to keep it in. Oh, just over the stick of Cornegie. Here comes Ditchfield, and that's going to be offsides on Vancouver with 5 minutes left to play. 28 seconds left to the penalty to Ginter for Vancouver. So Winterhawks with 28 more seconds of the power play. Russell comes back onto the ice. Comes Nissen. He dumps it in, and Wolf just rails him, and they're going to call him on that. Wolf going to the box. So it's going to be a 5-on-3 for Portland. No? What is that? Icing? What was that? No penalty. As that was an icing call. Thought he whacked him. So 5-on-4, 14 seconds left. Here comes Whitehead. Whitehead tries to get it through. Nice save by Vancouver. And this one goes up into the netting. 1 second left to the power play. 4:33 left to play in the game. It's a 3-3 tie. In the moment. At the moment. Face off. Goes to Vancouver. They go around the boards. They get it out of the zone. Here comes the Ranger attack. They dump it in behind the net. Lulevec tries to get to it. Goes up the boards. Kept in. Ginter shot from Vancouver. Miskovich tried to get over there, but taken back by Vancouver. They're going to dump it back in behind the net. But the Winterhawks are there. Here comes Ginter again. And Whitehead takes it away. He holds on to the puck. He gets it over to LVP. LVP back to Whitehead. Whitehead gets it out. Ginter hits it back into the zone. LVP with the puck. He's going to go up the side. Tried to get it to Whitehead. Whitehead's tied up. And here comes a penalty. And that one is going to come to Portland, maybe? No, Vancouver. with the hook. I think that's Babicki from Vancouver with the hook. So Winterhawks going back on the power play for 1:30 with 3:32 left. Talbert at the dot. This one comes back around the net. Vancouver picks it up. Somebody's camping down there shorthanded. Comes Ditchfield. Saved by Casper. And Ditchfield takes it back, tries another shot. And this one finally taken by Talbert and out into the neutral zone. Here comes Holbrook. He gets it to Cornegie. Cornegie, shot, saved. Oh! And they get it. It comes out, the rebound. And that is a hat trick, I think, for Talbot. Was that on Talbot? No, it was Holbrook. And they get a power play goal with 2:58 to play. And it's Holbrook. The other Luke. I thought it was Talbot. I was like... And it's 4-3 Hawks. And I think Vancouver calls a timeout. I think. No timeout called. The Winterhawks get a break. Right place, right time, and bam, back of the net. Cornegie's out there at the dot with Holbrook and Keenan. Houlihan and Dorf out there as well. Houlihan gets it out into the neutral zone. They dump it in. 2:45 left. Hawks clinging on to the 1-goal lead. Houlihan with the steal. But Vancouver gets it right back. Cornegie ends up with the puck. Gets it over, shot. That one goes wide. Houlihan tries to get it through. Kept in by Dorf. That's deflected. 2:25 left. Vancouver dumps it into the neutral zone, but Quinn's right there to get it into the neutral zone as well. And this one goes right to Cornegie. He's tied up. And Cornegie dumps it in the corner. They'll change out. Here comes Nadoba. 2:05 left. Nadoba goes in. This one's kept in by Talbert. Vancouver off of the boards. It goes over to Ditchfield. Nice job by Houlihan to get him off the puck. They battle along the boards. The Winterhawks come up with the puck. Here comes Ewing. It's a 1-on-2. Shot. Blocked. 1:35 left to play. Vancouver picks up the puck. Here comes Vancouver.
You gonna call a trip?
No trip called. And this one right at the feet of the ref. Vancouver resets. They get it out into the zone. LVP is there. 1 minute left to play. And that one goes into the bench with 1:03 left to play. So Vancouver had a goalie issue there I wasn't aware of. And the goalie comes off. They put the other goalie in. And a timeout by Vancouver. Shots are even, 24-24, but the Hawks with a 1-goal advantage on the scoreboard. 2 by Talbert, 1 by Keenan, and 1 by Holbrook. This is a long timeout. But you only get like a minute. They're letting them chat. 1:03 is the time left on the board. Vancouver trying to draw up a play that would tie this game up. Head referee blows the whistle. The horn blows. Face-off coming outside the blue line. Cornegie at the dot. This one comes over to Keenan. And Vancouver with the puck. Taken away by Keenan. He brings it over to Dorf. This one's taken away by Vancouver. Back out to the point. 50 seconds left. Shot doesn't go through. And this one comes out to Keenan. Kept in and no. And it's Holbrook to the empty net. No, misses. 35 seconds. This one goes the length. No. They whack at it. This one leaves the zone. 20 seconds. Holbrook battles. They get it back out. And brought back in by Vancouver. To the middle. Blocked by LVP. And this one comes out to the neutral zone. 5 seconds left. And whistled offsides. 3.7 seconds left. Can the Winterhawks hold on to the biggest upset of the season? Keenan shot into the empty net. It's over. Keenan with an empty net goal. 5-3 Hawks. And they take down the #1 seed Vancouver Rangers. Unbelievable. And the Hawks will go 1-0 in their group. They'll play Tacoma tomorrow. And we'll have to beat Tacoma to get to the final first place game on Sunday. Or Saturday, I'm not sure. What a battle here in Chaney, Washington. Vancouver's still not out because they won earlier today, so they're 1-1. They're sitting in a spot right now. It'll be interesting to see how this ends up. So stay tuned tomorrow. Early morning game against Tacoma. So final score here, 5-3, I believe. It says 4-3 on the scoreboard, but I think that empty net went in, I think. Nonetheless, Winterhawks with the win. And we'll see you guys in the morning. Final score, Winterhawks 4, Rangers 3.